too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get you at least one pick every game, but at least he might throw for a few touchdowns.
Might throw for 350.
Yeah.
Can't be any worse than Jake Browning giving you 3 interceptions a game. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty, so welcome back to Wisco Fanatics Tuesday evening, part 2. Jake and I were live earlier discussing the Brewers' first 2 wins against the Milwaukee Brewers against the Cubs in the NLDS. Game 3 is tomorrow afternoon during our regularly scheduled time. So we did the show earlier today, and now we are here for our Packers show, which we normally do on Tuesday evenings. And Packers were on a bye. So we only have a preview this week. We did do a recap of the Cowboys game last Tuesday, so we're going to hit the intro and do our Packers-Bengals preview.
Welcome to another episode of the Wisco Fanatics Show, where we cover the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers basketball and football teams from an optimistic and realistic perspective.
Wisco Fanatics is brought to you by Cardboard Legacy, Wisconsin's most complete sports card shop. Buy, sell, grade, and consign all at their location in Oshkosh.
So, as you heard a little bit, we kind of opened the show just discussing the trade that happened, and I just want to give Jake the opportunity to pat me on the back for calling Joe Flacco to the Bengals yesterday. We're going into this. There was plenty of rumblings that the Bengals weren't going to start Jake Browning this week anyways, and then now Joe Flacco gets traded to the Bengals, so it seems to basically all but confirm that Jake Browning won't be the starter. They released Mike White earlier today before making the trade, so it really just kind of seemed like, okay, they're letting somebody go, they're bringing somebody in.
They let go of Rippon too, I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
I saw Mike White got released, so that was the one that I saw. So I'm like, okay, they're going to be bringing somebody in. So let's start with the defense. Simon, I'll go to you first. What are you going to be looking for from the Packers defense against the Bengals' very probably Joe Flacco-led offense?
Yeah, I mean, as bad as the Browns' offensive line this year, the Bengals' offensive line is not that much better. Micah Parsons, he's going to be a huge all right, I'll just kind of read something. I kind of found a couple things. Micah Parsons is aligned on the left edge on 70 snaps this season, and on the right edge, basically they split 50-50. Bengals left tackle Orlando Brown has allowed 13.3% pressure rate, which is the highest, 10th highest, with at least 50 pass blocking snaps. And Amarius Mims has posted 10.8% pressure rate, which is the 12th highest. You can imagine they're gonna work the tackles pretty good. I mean, to me, this is just like the Cowboys, because like the Cowboys don't have a great offensive line either, but our corners kind of got worked and didn't give enough time for the edge rushers to really get to the QB.
Brian, what are you looking for from the Packers defense against the Bengals?
Yeah, Simon kind of already mentioned their offensive line is horrible. I know we don't, go by PFF grades all the time here, but their highest graded PFF player on their offensive line for the season so far is the left tackle that Simon just alluded to at 57. The rest of them are worse than that. So the whole offensive line has kind of been turnstiles.
I believe PFF's grading system, Reggie, welcome back. I believe PFF's grading system is that 60 is average.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
So not a single one of them is playing average.
Their quarterback's hurt.
So Joe Flacco just played us, and it's not like he put up big points on us or anything, but they beat us basically by quick throwing the ball and running the ball. Well, Cincinnati cannot run the ball. They're the worst in the league at running the ball. They're averaging 57 yards per game right now, 3.1 yards per carry. We have to continue that because I don't think Joe Flacco wants to stand back there and just chuck the ball. Now, if I'm Cincy, I might say, hey, Joe, we're just going to come in here and we're going to play dirty yard ball, and I just want you to throw it to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase as often and as much as possible because they're great players. So that's one way, I wasn't super thrilled when I seen the trade because for Browning, it's like there's no chance. But when you start talking a veteran quarterback, there's at least a slim puncher's chance that he can make something happen with the skill they got around him. But I expect Joe Flacco to look to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Chase Brown can catch the ball out of the backfield. So expect him to be involved, and then Higgins and maybe, more so Chase on some wide receiver screens and things like that. So they're going to try to throw the ball quick. So with those linebackers, Edrin Cooper, Quay Walker, get ready to jump a route or two and try to pick one of these off, because Joe Flacco has thrown, I think, 6 or 8 interceptions on the season, and Browning had thrown 8. So with Cincy, so this offense turns the ball over. So we need to capitalize on some turnovers, and if we get a chance, we need to make them. And just do not let the running game get going is my biggest thing.
So I'm just going to jump in because I do have something I want to say against the running game. Looking at the defensive line against Cincinnati, I'm hoping Devontae Wyatt can play. I would be understanding if not. Carl Brooks, Colby Wooden will have to step up. Nazir Stackhouse will get some playing time. And I also think there's an opportunity for Lucas Van Ness to play some snaps on the interior as well. On the subject of the running game not getting going, Rashawn Gary has been good in the pass rush, and I'm sure Jake's going to talk about it. But he's been a very, very good run defender so far this season. He has a team-high 12% run-stop percentage. So I want to be the one leading the charge on giving Rashawn Gary credit for his run defense, not just his pass rush, which has been very good. But there's been a large contingent of NFL and even Packers fans who have said that, Rashawn Gary's not averaging 15 sacks, he's being overpaid. So I want to give, the credit, the context that there's more to it than just the sack total. So, Jake, what are you looking for from the Packers defense on Sunday?
Yeah, so I am going to mention Rashawn Gary. I'm also going to mention, that one guy that wears number 1, who I still can't believe is on my team, Micah Parsons. Yeah, he's pretty good. So Parsons and Rashawn Gary should have plenty of opportunities. Bryant, nicely done. I was going to bring up the rushing yard, so very well done by you. There's a reason that Tyler and I picked you and Simon to come on the show, because you guys are smart, and you're also going to steal some of my notes sometimes. That's okay, because I want you to do that. So let's stop the run. That's what happened in the Browns and the Cowboys game. The Packers allowed them to get, the run game going, and that's how you have to beat a good pass rush team, right? You have to run it right at them, and teams the last 2 weeks have been doing a nice job mixing it up with the powers inside the tackle, outside the guard, and just kind of dominating in those areas. To add a little bit more context to Orlando Brown Jr., he's also given up 4 sacks, 3 hits, and 17 total pressures. So that's pretty bad. In terms of the third down defense, the Packers have been pretty decent on third down defense, allowing 40.9%, 18 of 55 conversions. Since Joe Burrow has gone out, the Bengals are only converting 9 of 33 on third down. That is 27.3%. That is freaking ass.
Yikes.
Back at home. In terms of red zone defense, the Packers are allowing 58.3% touchdown percentage, which obviously that number is a little bit skewed. They had a week where they only allowed 1 attempt and they gave up a touchdown. Since the Bengals have lost Joe Burrow, they have scored touchdowns on 3 of their 4 red zone drives, which when you take a look at it, you're like, oh, that's not too bad. But I think the bigger concern is that they've only had 4 red zone trips in 3 weeks. That is bad. You're turning the ball over 3 times as many times than you do red zone trips. You're not going to win many football games that way. Stop the run, force some turnovers, and this could be a real fun day at Lambeau Field.
I like it. Bryant, what are you looking for from the special teams?
To not be special, really, to be honest. Like, when I said this when we were going up to Cleveland, the way we lose this game is something stupid happens on something like special teams. What happens? Something stupid happens on special teams. Something stupid happened against Dallas on special teams. Can we not make it 3 in a row? Third time's a charm, maybe, that we can have a good special teams game. The Bengals are giving up 27 yards per return and 13 yards per kickoff return and 13 yards per punt return. So I have a feeling we have a chance to break, have good field position this game. Normally they're kicking it to about the 5-yard line. So hopefully we're starting plus 30 each time, pretty much, other than punts. You never know where those go to, but I feel like we need to take advantage of that and just, maybe we can make a play on returning this week or something. But just really what I need from them is just catch the ball, tackle, and slow down on the penalties, and just literally we don't need you to win the game. We just need you not to lose it.
let me jump in real quick. So all these kickers are now trying to do that little pooch kick, I guess is what I'll call it. And last night, I don't know if you guys watched any of the Kansas City and Jaguars game, but Kansas City, they tried to do that, and the ball actually went out of bounds, which gave Jacksonville an extra couple of yards and made the drive a little bit easier for them to go win. That kind of stuff happens to other teams too. Now, does it suck? And it feels like it happens more often to the Packers, but that's just another example of special teams could lose you games very quickly. And
I know I missed the review against Dallas because I had some family stuff, but one of the things that was frustrating me, we need to make a change to, is I don't know why our returners are standing on the goal line. Put them on the 5-yard line. If they're going to do that drill, they need to get up there and get the ball. They can't let that thing bounce. Get up there and catch the damn ball instead of starting on the 20-yard line when we're trying to go drive down to win the game, and then we have Matt LaFleur just being kind of brain dead when we get down there. Like, you're already 10, 15 yards behind the normal starting position. Just get up there and catch the ball.
That's one play in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
If you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that subject, as far as coaching goes, I'm looking for the Packers to be aggressive and stay aggressive. The Packers are number 1 in first quarter point differential. They're plus 24 in the first quarter. They are tied for the 7th lowest fourth quarter point differential at minus 12. So I want to be aggressive, stay aggressive, and maybe blow somebody out and be like, okay, the Packers, they got too cute for a couple weeks. Their special teams cost them a game, and then they ended up in a shootout with the Cowboys on Sunday night. And then it's like, oh shit, okay, never mind. Who we thought the Packers were in week 1 and 2 is who they are.
Yeah.
So going to the offensive side of the ball, Simon, we're looking for from the Packers offense against the Bengals defense.
I think this is going to be another Jordan Love game, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Starting out,
his name. We need to. There's fucking outlets in Wisconsin saying that Jordan Love is not elite. Get that shit out of here. Jordan Love has been at worst very good.
Yes.
You can't bring up like 2 plays and be like, he put that ball in harm's way, and then just ignore the fact that he's top 5 in like every fucking metric and statistic.
Did Patrick Mahomes just not throw a pick 6 last night at the goal line?
He did.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Patrick Mahomes he's earned his flowers. I mean, he's won 3 Super Bowls and stuff, but it happens to every quarterback. Every quarterback, even the greatest, make mistakes from time to time. Mm-hmm. Jordan Love has played great this year so far, and people need to just stop.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
you're good.
Seeing Jordan. If Jordan Love is elite, the Packers are 4-0. Shut the fuck up. Jordan Love has been really good.
Dude, if the offense puts up 37 points, I put 0 blame on them whatsoever.
And the Browns game, they were playing against a really good defensive line without 2 of their offensive line starters.
Yep.
And yes, the one bad decision he made in that game essentially set up the game-winning touchdown or the game-tying touchdown, and then missing a game-winning field goal.
Wait, what happened? I think Jordan Love went down there and set him up for the winning field goal. So
but that's context, Simon. You can't do that.
I think Jordan Love led 3 game-leading or tying drives in the fourth quarter against Dallas too.
Yep.
Yeah.
But so I have I guess a few things. So basically, this is another please don't let insert player wreck our offensive line, and obviously the player is Trey Hendrickson. He's responsible for 27.5% of the Bengals' pressures and 40% of their sacks this season. And the rest of their pass rush is virtually non-existent. As a team, they're posting the 4th lowest pressure rate in the NFL. That's not good. With Hendrickson on the field, the Bengals have allowed 2 fewer yards per attempt and generated pressure nearly half a second faster compared to when he's off the field. So just neutralizing, it's just crazy what he's able to do. I don't know how they didn't give him an actual contract. I hope he goes somewhere else next year and absolutely wreck shop.
Maybe a bit of extra Chris Brooks this game.
Yeah. It looks like we'll have Zach Tom and Aaron Banks back, which will help. Hopefully they're both feeling a little bit better after the bye week.
Brian, you got more?
Oh, yeah, I have a couple other things. Packers have generated 589 total passing yards after the catch this season, averaging 7 yards after the catch per reception, which is the second most by any team. I think that just also kind of goes to a little bit to Jordan Love, because the placement of the ball matters, where receivers or pass catchers catch the ball and putting them in position to get those extra yards after the catch. So just a little bit of tidbit there. Parker Kraft and Josh Jacobs have been absolutely exceptional this year after the catch. They both have 300 combined yards after the catch this season. The Bengals also allowed the highest yards after the catch per reception at 7.3 in the NFL this season. And the most total yards after the catch with 878 yards. That's a lot. And then lastly, 97% of rushing yards coming after contact for Josh Jacobs, which is second in the NFL, trailing Chase Brown, who has a disgusting 119.5% of his yards come after contact. Isn't that's so gross? So
he's Tony Pollard this year, because that was Tony Pollard last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so unfortunate because Chase Brown actually, I think he's pretty talented.
He's very good.
He's getting absolutely no. But on the flip side, I'd like to see, hopefully with Banks and Tom back, we can get a little bit better of opening some holes for Josh Jacobs versus a pretty unspectacular defensive line.
Yikes. All right, Bryant, what are you looking for from the Packers offense against the Bengals defense?
Yeah, a lot of what Simon said there. A couple of their players do have 1.5 or 2 sacks each too, but they're not getting. It's not like they're getting super fast pressure or anything with those players. It's Hendrickson that's getting the quicker pressure that you need to really kind of keep an eye on. And I think you called it out well. Chris Brooks could probably play a key role in this. So they're giving up the 4th most passing yards per game in the NFL right now, and they've given up the 2nd worst amount of touchdowns, which is 12. So they've given up 12 touchdowns. They do have 5 picks or whatever, so they can get after the ball a little bit. So you got to be a little careful, but they give up a lot through the air. At the same time, they give a lot up on the ground. They're allowing 132 yards per game, which is bottom half of the league for sure, bottom third actually, I believe. So I do feel like this could be a game that Josh Jacobs gets going, especially if Tom Banks or at least one of them plays, and we can start running the ball. And I think this could be a big play action game. I want to see a flea flicker from Savion Williams to Matthew Golden touchdown.
I know. I can't wait for Savion to throw the ball.
Yeah. So, but this could be definitely like a big play action game where, you could see Jordan get in a groove and we're just moving the ball up and down the field for sure.
Yeah. The Bengals do have the 7th lowest team coverage grade. So I'll be looking for the Packers to spread the ball around. I feel like this is one of those games where a bunch of guys could have a touchdown. Like,
Oh, wait. I got something for that.
Just going to say. The Packers are number 7 in red zone touchdown percentage. Cincinnati has the 5th highest red zone touchdown percentage allowed. That is a perfect storm for the Packers to repeat their red zone performance against the Cowboys, which was 5 out of 6. So Packers get another 5 out of 6. They're scoring 4 points. The Packers will be in a good spot. So the Bengals do not, even with Joe Burrow, in my opinion, don't have as competent of an offense as the Cowboys, which is a weird thing to say given the fact that they have so many playmakers. But it goes to show that the offensive line matters that much. And apparently everybody in the NFL, for the most part, understands that except for Cincinnati. You draft a quarterback who's got MVP potential, and then they're just like, all right, yeah, we'll put some janitors out there to block and we'll let that be that. It's great having all the playmakers, but if you can't block for your quarterback, he's going to end up hurt. It's happened 3 times now. So it's unfortunate because I like Joe Burrow, and he's better for the league when he's healthy. It's better for the league when the Bengals are scoring 45 points, and then you get the Bengals-Ravens games that people actually want to watch because it's going to be a 48-45 final score. Cincinnati, you need to protect your fucking asset. But we get to see Joe Flacco again for the 2nd time in 3 games. So we got that going for us. Jake, what are you looking for from the Packers offense against the Bengals defense?
Yeah, so I'm glad that Simon brought up that Banks and Tom should be back. That looks that way at least. Also returning to practice. I don't know if he'll be back this week is Christian Watson. Not trying to steal your thunder, Bryant, but I was very excited seeing that. I love number 9. On top of that, I have one more move for the offensive line. Jordan Morgan is the starting right guard. Sean Ryan has been horrible.
Yeah, he's been not good this
horrible.
year.
He is a mauler over run blocker. Good run blocker. But he is horrible in pass pro. Terrible. Jordan Morgan, you draft him in the first round, throw him in there. Figure it out. Pre-snap penalties are a little annoying. He's been much better overall as a player.
I think it might have happened already if he wasn't having to move around so much because of injuries, to be honest.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. But that would be the move that I would make. You can shuffle things when injuries happen if you have to, but throw him into the starting lineup and just put your best 5 out there. I'm sick and tired of the floor talking about it, and it's not happening. Put your best 5 out there. Let's see what happens. Josh Jacobs is going to have an absolute field day against the Bengals. I'm not even going to bring up stats because guys brought them all up. But Josh Jacobs is going to have a field day. I have one other guy that's going to have a field day, but I'm holding on to that because we have matchups to talk about. So let's get to it.
Cody said the Bengals lost so many good players to keep Burrow, Chase, and Higgins. They really did. Jesse Bates is the first one that immediately comes to mind.
Well, for me, you have to keep Burrow and Chase, but I thought paying Higgins was just boneheaded.
Yep, I thought that was silly as well.
People are making fun of the Packers
for
paying $100 million for Parsons and Love, and the Bengals are paying $75 million for 2 wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So
you keep Burrow and Chase for sure, just like Vikings kept JJ, but Higgins was the one that I thought really was not smart.
I think he was a little expendable.
Yeah,
they should have probably tried to trade him, to be honest with you, but that's another conversation.
Yeah. He's a good player, but you can't pay offensive line now. And then you're taking Shamar Stewart in the first round because you don't want to pay Hendrickson instead of an offensive line. I don't
you
get
lost your all-pro safety in the process.
Okay,
and then you let Shamar Stewart sit out all of the offseason.
Yeah,
you didn't want to pay him either.
What are we doing?
I mean, on top of that, you pay Higgins, who's hurt all the time, and then because you paid Higgins, you can't protect Burrow. Now Burrow's going to be looked at a guy that's hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, Brian, we're talking about injuries. What are the injury designations to watch for?
Yeah, so for the Packers, I mean, it's positive that Tom and Banks practiced on Monday, but we'll see what that means. Wyatt, I would be surprised if he plays this game. I don't hold too. I'm really looking at tomorrow, see what happens tomorrow. They could just been giving him another game or a day. Matt LaFleur did say he's week to week. It's been, they had the bye week, luckily, so we'll see where he's at.
If he ends up questionable and doesn't play, I'll feel okay.
Yeah.
If he's doubtful right away, then I'm gonna be like, shit, he might miss next week too.
Yeah, and I don't want to scare anyone because we had a bye that he could end up having to go on IR, and we just didn't have to make the move yet. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on too.
I'd be very surprised at that.
Yeah. So
based on all the reports and stuff.
Yeah. So and then Watson obviously practiced today. So did Jacob Monk. So a little offensive line help there. Belton did not practice. Hobbs came back from his concussion. He was practicing today. And then one I was kind of disappointed not to see, two really, that didn't get on the field still would be Marshawn Lloyd. I was hoping that hamstring was better by now. And then Colin Oliver, not that we need him, but he hasn't played anything yet. He could still be a fun, versatile piece playing at linebacker. So, and then for the Bengals, really the big one we just got to keep an eye on is Shamar Stewart, whether he's going to play or not, because he's questionable. So
I'm surprised they don't shut Colin Oliver down for the year, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he missed all of the offseason, and then we haven't really heard anything about him ramping back up to play.
Even if you can get him some special teams snaps, and that's potentially a roster spot you can save next year by getting him at least, kind of familiar with special teams and the NFL kickoff rule and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still some worthy.
I just really want Marshawn Lloyd to get on the field because he's so explosive. I feel like he could just add another depth to the team, but it's just he's like Emmanuel Wilson, but on steroids. We can see Wilson explode, Emmanuel Wilson, but Marshawn Lloyd's double that.
He's like that, but shiftier times 5.
Yeah. So
different gear.
Yeah, Jake, what is the weather going to be like?
67 degrees on Sunday morning. Dude, I was waiting for it. Let's go.
Well, you didn't like my joke? You didn't like my joke earlier then?
Oh, I love your joke. I love all 6'7" jokes because it pisses everybody off, dude.
I don't get it. I
enjoy
legit don't understand. I don't understand.
I saw somebody say
doesn't
that
mean
6'7"
anything.
is like our generation's 1738. That's like
What does
You
that
know what?
mean?
I dude, 1738, bro, for the culture.
I never heard that.
You're fired. Both of you are fired. First of all, you don't know what 1738? Come on, you're not with the vibes.
Isn't that
Also-
like a whiskey or something?
6'7" means like kind of like mid or
no, Simon. It's not a whiskey.
No, 6'7" is just from a rap song, bro.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's a cognac. Oh, that's what it is. I knew I saw it somewhere. I was
I made a
close.
corny joke, and now we're having a conversation about alcohol. I don't know what's happening anymore. It's
Okay,
been
I was
just on
close. It's a
Sunday
cognac.
With increasing clouds during the afternoon, high around 67, wind southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's it.
do we have a noon or 3 p.m. kickoff?
No, we have a midday. Yeah.
3:25.
Yeah.
Lame.
Well,
I'm
it's
good with
supposed to
it.
be kind of a
That
prime
makes sense.
time-ish game.
Yep, because of Burrow
Yeah.
at Lambeau.
Bro, why would I
the-
know this?
The Sunday night game is Bears Commanders because it's Caleb
Yeah.
versus Jaden.
I thought that was Monday night.
Is it Monday night?
I think it's a
Sunday.
No,
Monday
there's two
night.
Monday night games this week.
Again? Why is there 2 Monday nights like every week now? I
I
don't
like
understand.
that, to be honest.
There
with
wasn't
you.
this. There wasn't this week.
Maybe it's every other. Something like that.
Thursday night is Giants and Eagles. Yeah, Monday
Yeah,
night.
no one cares about that. The Giants.
Oh, that is one of the Monday night games. The Bills and Falcons is the other one. The Sunday night game is the Lions and Chiefs. That's a good one.
Wow.
That's a
Yeah,
real
that'll be
good
a
one.
good game. That'll be a good game.
The
Yeah.
Bills are going to absolutely erupt all over the Falcons.
The 2-3 Kansas City Chiefs.
Soon to be 2-4. Sadly, I'll be cheering for the Lions a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm not cheering
No.
for the Lions. No.
I'd be okay with the Chiefs getting back to 500
Chiefs-
if it means
yeah.
the Lions.
Yeah.
lose.
No, I think it'd be funny to have a Hall of Fame quarterback, and Taylor Swift's apparently, love Redwood.
Let's
boy.
just move on.
Okay.
Simon, who's your X factor?
I can't believe I know that. I wish I didn't.
What a weird.
The X factor is gonna be the cornerback room. I kind of alluded to it earlier, but you got to give the pass rush enough time to get to Joe Flacco.
No.
They have every opportunity in the world, but if he gets those short dump off passes off, and I mean they have playmakers, they can make guys miss, and we don't need any of that. So play up on him, and then just allow the pass rushers to get after Flacco. He's a statue, anyways.
All right, Bryant, who is your X factor?
Yeah, actually, mine is Joe Flacco. To be honest, I put with Browning, and I don't feel like they had any chance. With Flacco being a veteran, it just gives him a chance. Literally, he can put him in better spots and stuff like that. Now, I know he's new to the offense, but he's played a lot of football. So, I mean, it's not hard to audible into a slant to Jamar Chase if we're playing 6-7 yards off. I didn't even mean that time, but if we're playing several yards off, now I can't even say that. But if we're playing, we were playing soft there several times against Dallas too, and so if Flacco can check into those, he can literally give us a hard time. So I try, everyone's like, oh, we should smash the Browns. It could turn into an ugly game like that. Now they don't have the defense the Browns had, so that's where I think it's different. But just really don't give them any chance. This needs to be a blowout, quite honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
Said the X factor would be whoever will stop Hendrickson giving Jacobs and Love all day to have their way. I did bring up Cody. I'm not sure if you were here when I said this could be a game where Chris Brooks plays a lot in the backfield. Jake, who is your X factor?
So my X factor is Tucker Kraft versus the Bengals defense overall. The Bengals have been getting eaten alive by tight ends all year. I don't know if you guys have been noticing this, but in terms of coverage
I haven't been
grades,
watching Bengals games, no.
their linebackers rank 32nd out of 32 teams in coverage against tight ends.
Yikes.
Their safeties rank 29th out of 32 teams in coverage versus tight ends. And their corners rank 10th in the league against tight ends. So, I mean, they're good there, but they don't play in the middle of the field usually. So, Tucker Kraft's going to have his way this week.
I love it.
For the dog. Yeah, I love that, dude.
So mine, I don't have a specific reason. I just feel like this is a week that Dontavian Wicks is going to have a big game.
I love it.
Just going strictly off vibes. I just feel like this is a week for Dontavian Wicks to have a big game. We talked about it. The Bengals as a team have the 7th lowest team coverage grade. So when we get into some other stuff here, I'm going to have some more stuff to say about spreading the ball around. So let's go into some score predictions. We always do the head and heart, the more analytical from the head. Simon, what are your score predictions from the head?
I got 30-20 Packers.
All right. Bryant, what do you got from the head?
I put 35-20.
All right. Jake?
You guys have way more confidence in the Bengals offense than I do. 28-13 Green Bay.
I have 31-17.
I will say there's something to be said that Matt LaFleur's teams seem to start slow after buys, so hopefully we'll reach that 30 mark, and hopefully that won't happen this week against this inferior opponent for sure. So hopefully they're ready to play, ready to roll.
All righty. From the heart, Simon, what do you got? The more ideal.
35-14. I think we just blow them out of the water, and it's never even close. Like 7 of those points are going to come with like 3 minutes left in the game or something.
Yeah. So I have one more point for the Packers, one less point for the Bengals. I have 36-13. So, Brian, what do you got from the heart?
I put 42-13.
Could see it.
Love masterclass.
Yeah.
Jake, what do you got from the heart?
You're so close, Brian. I have 42-10.
Nice. All righty, let's do some Simon Says. Brian, you got 4 this week?
Only 3.
Okay. All right, give us the first one.
I'll tie the 2 together. Jordan Love again goes for 303 touchdowns, and one of those touchdowns is a 45-yard touchdown to Golden.
I mean, I'm so ready for his first touchdown. Yes.
Justin said 31-21 from the head, 35-15 from the heart with both of those.
We're pretty close.
So I'm just going to jump in on this. I've already mentioned it multiple times, the team coverage. This is one that I kind of go back to, but this is one of those games where I really feel like Love could have 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers.
That's actually funny because I put Jordan Love 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers.
Oh, damn.
I literally had one earlier that it was similar to that, but I took it off there because I was like, I feel like other people will think
Somebody's going to
like
say it. Yeah.
I was going to do 4 and 4, so like you, Tyler.
Here we are. Jake, you got one for offense?
Yeah, I have Jordan Love has 2 touchdowns to Tucker Kraft, and Josh Jacobs also has 2 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
All right, so Jordan Love's throwing 6 touchdowns this week. Brian,
I'm for it.
Defense.
Yeah, so for my defense one, the one thing the Packers really haven't done yet this year is turn the ball or force turnovers. So this game, I put that Green Bay finishes the game with 5 sacks and forces 3 turnovers.
Ooh. Yeah, I like it.
One of them, in my Simon Says, is going to be a Lucas Van Ness strip sack that comes from him playing an interior defensive line snap.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Justin said Wicks has a 6+ catch game with a touchdown. I'm on board.
That would be nasty.
I'm on board. He's got to get one of them.
If he can get 6 to 7 catches, that'd be pretty good.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Cody said Willis comes in because we're too far ahead.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
The Bengals can see what they could have
We
had.
pulled Sean Clifford off their sidelines, and we put him in.
Oh, who's our practice squad QB right now? I don't even remember.
Clayton Tune.
That's right. I couldn't remember who it was. Clayton Tune. I like
Put
that.
Sean Mannion out there. I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm for it.
Quarterback coach.
Give him Love's jersey.
Let's get Tom Clements out there.
Justin said Micah Parsons has an interception. Nixon shuts down every receiver he covers this week for no catches.
It'd have to be like a tipped interception or something like that because he doesn't drop in coverage that often.
Yeah,
Nixon.
That'd be sick.
Jake, did you have one for defense?
Yeah, I have half of Brian's. I have Packers force 3 turnovers.
Like that. I have Packers have 7 sacks.
Good God, yes.
I could see it. A
Yeah.
bad O-line and a non-mobile quarterback. And it's not like Justin said to put Jake at quarterback.
Fuck yeah, let's do it, dude. Hell yeah. I'm ready to go.
It's not like Chase Brown is really known for his pass blocking either.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, I mean, really not having any good blockers. I mean, Brian highlighted it well that their best offensive line is graded at 57 when PFF's average is literally 60. So they don't have a single guy who has an average PFF pass blocking grade.
Chase Brown pass blocking grade 19.6.
Oh. So that's probably super dark red.
Yeah, it's almost black, honestly.
Yikes. Cody said, I can see the sacks. They won't be able to run much if they're trailing the entire game. That's fair. And the Packers' run defense has been pretty good.
Do we get to see Lucas Patrick? Let's go.
He's on IR, so I don't think so.
He was in for a little bit.
Put him back. Put him up there anyway.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Simon, did you have any other Simon Says you wanted to throw out there?
Nope, that was the two I had.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for hopping in. We had a short preview today because there's no recap because Packers coming back from their bye. It'd be nice if Packers had more of a mid-season bye and we could spend some of the extra time talking about some of the stuff that we have going through the mid-season, but it's kind of hard to do a mid-season review when we're about a quarter of the way through the season. So other than that, we will be back again next Tuesday evening to recap Packers Bengals and preview the Week 6 matchup. So, the Week 7 matchup. Now that we're going that far ahead,
Justin, I can't grow a beard. This is about as good as it gets. I'm sorry.
The mustache stays. I overrule.
That's the only facial that the Army option to have.
Yeah, it's whack. I would have a beard if I could.
It's all right. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for sticking around. Cody said Slayton is one of their starting D tackles. So, yeah, that's
He's been not great this year either.
All righty. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.
Go Pack.
Go Pack, go.
Good luck to the Brewers.
Thank you.